According to the U.S. Census Bureau, only 64% of our nation partook in the voting process during the 2008 presidential election. While the presidential elections are not the only ones that matter, you would think that, seeing as though they are regarded as one of the most important elections in our country that affect our individual lives on a daily basis, we would have something close to full participation, not a measly 64%. Everyone should be participating in voting because it is voting that will help maintain our democracy, ensure our freedom, and guarantee the equal distribution of power among our leaders and us as citizens. Our nation is one of few that has been founded on and been able to maintain a democracy form of government. Merriam-Webster defines democracy by saying it is a government in which the supreme power is vested in the people and exercised by them directly or indirectly through a system of representation, usually involving periodically held free elections. Our maintenance of the United States of America as a democracy is owed to the voting process. We so often hear one another complain or share frustrations about how the government is affecting us in a negative way. But more often than not, it is our own fault due to the lack of voting. Utara Monahar puts it in perspective when she notes that it is us as citizens that are putting forward the laws and policies that we want to see in action through the voting process. By implementing, promoting, and supporting the policies we want to put forward, we are shaping the future of our next generation and therefore the future of our country. By having everyone participate in the voting process now and in the future, each of us will be helping to maintain our democracy form of government in the United States. Albert Einstein once made the statement, "Everything that is really great and inspiring is created by the individual who can labor in freedom." Think about it. Where would we be as far as technological advancement, medical progression, educational development, and so many other important facets of our country if our freedom was limited by our leaders? Voting is a right we frequently take for granted. We fail to realize that our freedom can easily be taken away from us if we don't pay attention to what is happening in the world of politics. It can take simply a few people to drastically change the outcome of the world we live in currently, as we have seen in several historical instances. Keeping that in mind, it is crucial that we all vote so that we can see our nation influenced in the ways we desire and ensure our freedom remains intact. Thus far, our nation has done a pretty good job of maintaining a balancing act within the government that allows for an equal distribution of power at all levels. We have been able to do so because a leader in our country cannot simply pass laws or put into act policies without going through the lengthy process of creating a proposition and then holding a vote on it. For all citizens to have an equal say in who heads our government is extremely important so that we are able to maintain the most even distribution of power possible. Everyone should be voting because voting will help guarantee that equal distribution of power. Voting is our way, as a population, of expressing our opinions and how we believe things should be done. While one voice on its own may not seem to make such a big difference, thousands of voices taking the same stance or having the same opinion on a given subject can make a huge impact. Therefore, everyone who cares an ounce about maintaining our democracy, being sure that their freedom remains intact, and keeping an even distribution of power among our government and citizens should be taking part in voting at every opportunity that they can. So it is my challenge to you all to go get out there and rock the vote. Thank you.